It felt so good. Amazing, guys. Here we got the W.
Welcome back to Dunk Dynasty, the completely unfiltered, honest, and highly analytical place for some of the smartest basketball talk on the internet. If you only want basic stats, casual opinions, or safe media takes that protect coaches, then this is not for you. Today we are breaking down the incredible professional debut of Raven Johnson, the strong two-point guard connection she is already building with Caitlin Clark, the clear defensive system the Fever are creating, the dominance of the Indiana bench unit, and the tough roster decisions that are giving the coaching staff serious headaches. Let's start by talking about the huge offensive explosion that happened right from the opening tip at the Barclays Center. The Indiana Fever walked into a very tough environment against a New York Liberty team that is stacked with talent. We're talking about a strong and intimidating defensive lineup featuring Breanna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, and the 6'11" international star Hansu. The media expected Indiana to struggle because of the physical difference and size disadvantage, but instead of backing down, the Fever played fast, attacked the paint again and again, and surprised the Liberty with their quick transition offense. The main reason behind this fast-paced attack was the highly talked-about rookie point guard from South Carolina.
And see people and the way she gets them the ball, like this assist to Kelsey Mitchell.
For the Fever down by 3. Looking to tie it.
Let's talk about the two-way impact of Raven Johnson. When she entered the game, everyone was watching closely to see if the jump from college would be too much for her. But she looked completely ready from the start. In just 9 limited minutes, she filled up the stat sheet. But this wasn't just about numbers. It was about the high-level awareness she showed against a championship defense. Watch closely how she controls the game, reads the defense, and delivers a perfect quick assist to Kelsey Mitchell for a big three-pointer. She didn't play like a nervous rookie. She played with calmness, patience, and precision, like a veteran with years of experience. When a team drafts Raven Johnson, they already expect strong defense. She is the type of player who jumps into passing lanes, fights through screens, and constantly pressures opposing guards. But the real question was always her offense. Could she run a professional half-court offense? And could she play effectively alongside a dominant player like Caitlin Clark?
Of course, Caitlin, Sophie Cunningham, but it was nice to be able to see Raven showcasing some of her offensive ability because we all know she's good on defense. When she was in for just 9 minutes, I checked the box score and she had already stuffed the stat sheet, including a few blocks.
This on the night so far, now trying to get a little bit of her own, but swatted.
Her comfort level going coast to coast, going in between Hansu and Meili for the layup. And I did.
The answer we got last night was a clear yes. When you see a rookie point guard grab a rebound, push the ball with speed, and go coast to coast through a strong New York Liberty defense, finishing easily between Hansu and the Liberty forwards, you are watching someone who truly belongs in this league. Her confidence and comfort stood out. She showed on national TV that she can run the offense at a high level and also allow Caitlin Clark to play effectively without the ball. This leads to one of the biggest advantages the Indiana Fever now have. All offseason, the plan to stop them was simple. Defenses wanted to trap Caitlin Clark as soon as she crossed half court, stay tight on her, play physically, and force the rest of the team to make plays. But with a smart and skilled playmaker like Raven Johnson on the floor at the same time, that plan starts to fail. If teams try to trap Caitlin Clark far from the basket, they leave Raven Johnson open. And as we saw, she has the vision to read the defense quickly and deliver perfect passes to shooters like Kelsey Mitchell and Sophie Cunningham. Clark pulls the defense toward her, and Johnson takes advantage of the space to break it down and create scoring chances. Even though Caitlin Clark didn't have a great shooting night, going 2 for 10 and missing her three-point shots while dealing with physical defense, her presence still had a huge impact on the game.
Started things off right, making the first bucket in the game.
Clark's being guarded by Gardner. Puts the floater up and rattles it in.
I really like the aggressive.
Nice floater. I do think that Caitlin's shot was a bit off today. She attempted 5 3-pointers and she did only make 1 of them. Overall, she went 2 for 10. She did have 4 assists.
But even when her outside shot is not falling, her impact is still huge. Her presence alone and her aggressive drives to the basket still create strong offense. Watch how she attacks the paint and finishes with a smooth floater over Liberty defenders. She also added 4 important assists and kept the full attention of the New York Liberty defense the entire time. Because of that pressure, the rest of the Indiana Fever players got great scoring chances and took full advantage. Kelsey Mitchell showed exactly why she earned her big $1.4 million contract. Every time she got the ball in the half court, she looked dangerous. In just 17 minutes, she scored 18 points very efficiently, hitting 7 of her 12 shots and making 2 three-pointers. She played like a true shooter, hurting the Liberty defense that was too focused on Caitlin Clark. Then there is Sophie Cunningham, who brought energy and toughness. She came out confident, hitting tough three-pointers and scoring 13 points on 5 of 8 shooting in only 14 minutes. She also added defensive plays, getting steals and pushing the ball quickly in transition. The best moment of teamwork and chemistry came during one amazing play in the second half.
And this season, Sophie definitely has Caitlin's back. Showcased right here in this play. She's setting a screen for her, so Caitlin has the space to make a move where she gets it over to Sophie, kind of like a cocky assist who gets it over to Kelsey for the sidestep 3. And notice Mo Billings boxing out there under the basket. In addition to being able to pass, to go coast to coast, to block like crazy, Raven...
Watch this sequence very closely because it shows the perfect blueprint of a championship offense. Sophie Cunningham sets a strong screen for Caitlin Clark on the perimeter. That one move forces the Liberty defense to panic and shift toward Clark. Clark quickly reads the situation and passes the ball right back to Cunningham. Cunningham then makes a quick extra pass to Kelsey Mitchell, who gets an open sidestep 3 and knocks it down. This is perfect team basketball, and when the Fever move the ball this fast and accurately, it becomes almost impossible to defend. However, this is Dunk Dynasty, and we have to stay honest and objective. Even though the team scored 109 points, there were some serious problems inside that Coach Stephanie White needs to fix before the season starts. The biggest issue was rebounding. The New York Liberty controlled the boards, winning the rebound battle 34-27. When you don't secure rebounds, you give the other team extra chances to score and also lose your ability to play fast in transition, which is where Clark and Raven Johnson are most effective. The biggest problem in the paint was Han Su. At 6'11", she is a huge physical presence and very difficult to stop inside.
In that position, I tell you. She came away with a whopping 20 points, and she was in for 22 minutes. Oddly, she only had 2 rebounds. She also had an assist and she had a steal, but she did have 2 blocks, including these 2 on Maisha Hines-Allen.
Fever win the tip, swatted again by Han.
Well, one of them maybe wasn't necessarily a block, but it made it impossible for Maisha Hines-Allen to get that in. Shockingly, the Indiana Fever blew away New York Liberty in the steals area, with 8 steals to their 3. Overall, the New York Liberty...
When Han Su gets deep position under the basket, it becomes almost impossible for the Indiana Fever to stop her. She overpowered defenders like Michaela Timpson, blocking shots and changing how the entire inside offense worked. She scored 20 points in just 22 minutes, showing how dominant she can be in the paint, but this is where experience and smart play matter. While Michaela Timpson and Maisha Hines-Allen struggled with her size, Monique Billings stood out with her positioning and awareness. Even without great height, she used strong fundamentals to box out Han Su and push her away from the basket. These small, physical plays don't always show in stats, but they are key to winning games. If Billings keeps doing this, she will become very important for Coach Stephanie White. Now, we also have to talk about the tough roster cuts coming soon. The Indiana Fever have one of the deepest squads in the league, but because of salary limits, some talented players will be released soon. The pressure was clear, especially for rookies trying to secure their spot. Jessica Timmons, a late draft pick, really impressed. She showed a smooth jump shot and strong free throw ability. She looks like the type of shooter a team like the Washington Mystics would quickly pick up if she gets released. Then there is the important case of Justine Pissett. The 6'4" shooter showed her value by scoring 8 points and hitting 2 of 3 shots from deep in limited minutes. A player with her size and shooting ability is very hard to defend. If she had played more, she could have scored much more. Letting her go for salary reasons could be a big mistake for the team management, especially under Lynn Dunn. Overall, the Indiana Fever sent a strong message to the league. They went into a tough arena and beat a top team with confidence.